everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing this fine Saturday afternoon? You may notice we look a little different. Moved everything around. Brian, great to see you. For those of you who were around in the when I in the early days have seen kind of a few different setups. One setup was like right up on my face, like this close. Um, and then when we moved into our new house, we just bought this house this past December. It was like this, and it was kind of moved around a little bit. I moved on the last stream. I was effectively like this because I had my desk right here against the window, but I didn't like it, so now I'm here. I didn't feel like moving like any of my junk off the wall, so got all the cool background. How do we sound? Does it sound okay? Does everything sound good? Was the music too loud? How is my voice? Is it clear? I have a bunch of new stuff going on, and I want to make sure everybody can hear and see, and that everything is as it should be. I want to make sure that is the case. How do we sound? How does everything look? Not everybody at once. Hold on. Hold on. Not everybody go crazy. But how do we look? How do we sound? Intro music was louder. Okay, I did shift that down about 3.5 dB. Let me play it again because it was peaking over here. Still get that a little bit into How about that? Is that a better mix with the music in my voice? I'll get to a louder part. Is that quieter, Brian? A little bit more balanced. Should be okay. That should be okay. I'm still getting a little bit of red on my Well, what if I max my microphone out like that? Does that make a difference at all? Does that make a difference if I max my microphone out? I'm gonna go back on the song. Check, check, 1, 2. Microphone check. 1, 2. Yeah, check. At least on my end, all the bars and everything look like they should be looking. Okay, I still got my limiter on. Just wanted to make sure that was the case. All right, cool. I don't anticipate talking over too much of the music, but just in case. Just in case. All right. Okay, technical difficulties out of the way. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Where are we joining in from? We are going to be listening to the entire album of What Happened to the Heart by Aurora. Now, here's the question. The original release is 61 minutes long with, I want to say, 16 songs. Then there's a brand new deluxe edition that literally just launched a couple of days ago. And that adds 5 songs to the end, bonus tracks. Do we do the original release Or do we do the bonus tracks as well? Maybe it'll be a time thing. If we get too long on our time, maybe we don't do the deluxe edition and just do the full thing. Because it takes us from about 61 minutes of music to about 84 minutes of music, which, if the Bandmade thing was any indicator, the Bandmade album was about an hour long and it was about a 3-hour stream. But we spent a lot of time talking, looking at some other things, goofing off, which is fine. That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. So if you are tuning in, I see viewers. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. How are we all doing today? While everyone is introducing themselves, I'm going to get myself some caffeine. I have 5 flavors of Dubby right here to choose from. I'll let y'all decide. Let me introduce the 5 flavors. We have Dub Sludge, which is a Granny Smith apple and secret sauce. There's one. We have a Callow Cream, which is a mango orange cream. We've got Galaxy Grenade, which is watermelon, guava, and lime. This is actually my absolute favorite one. We have Push and Punch, which is fruit punch and a lemon lime blend. Or we have a mystery flavor that I still don't know what it is. It tastes like some sort of cherry, but they've not confirmed what's actually in it. So what do you guys think? Go with the mystery, punch, my favorite Galaxy Grenade, mangoes and cream pretty much, or Granny Smith apple. What do y'all think? I'll let you decide. And I have to try to put them all back. If you had to drink one, which one would you drink? Can I do this? Again, mystery, watermelon, guava, mangoes and cream. Granny Smith apple and a secret sauce. Or the Push and Punch. Brian says mystery. So far, mystery is the take. Anybody else? If you had to drink one, if I was drinking one, probably watermelon or mango. Oh, Tony, the watermelon, guava, and lime is my favorite one. You know what? I'm going to do the mango orange cream because it's the one I've had the least. It's like the heaviest one. All right, let's try to put these back. By the way, Dubby's a partner of the channel. So if you guys want some of your own, go to dubby.gg. Use code TECK, TECK, for 10% off. All right, let's get this going. We got mango orange cream jitterless energy blend. Comes straight from unroasted coffee beans. I haven't had this one in so long that the scoop is like buried. There we go. Oh my, it smells like a dreamsicle. Does it taste like coffee at all? It does not. No, absolutely not. And as someone who loves coffee, who drinks at least a vat of it every morning, I think it's a good thing. I'm gonna read. So this is important to me because when we were looking for like partners for the channel, I wanted to make sure that it was a company that was like ethically sourced and that didn't have a bunch of junk. Like, look, all the stuff out there, like G Fuel, Monster, it's they're junk drinks. I'm sorry to say, they are junk drinks. They've got synthetic caffeine. They have artificial colors. They just have a bunch of junk in it. And I was looking for stuff without that junk, and I didn't want chemical caffeine either. So on the back here, I'll read that. It says Dubby is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages, contains zero maltodextrin, so no fillers and no artificial fillers, zero maltodextrin, zero fillers, zero artificial colors or dyes, and no proprietary blends. The reason that's important is because you always know what's inside of it. Companies can say proprietary blend and not have to give away what's actually in it, and they don't have to list it on their ingredient labels. The star of the show is our coffee fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or crash. And then they're pretty clear about, yeah, it's sweetened with a sucralose, which isn't the greatest, but not bad compared to others. All right. Okay. Hot dog, that's good. I gotta drink that more often. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's really, really good. Gee whiz. All right. Well, I say we rock and roll. What do you guys think? I say we rock and roll. We're going to switch into. So, again, I'm dealing with new scenes and a new setup, but I'm pretty sure I've got it all set up correctly. So, here we go. Boom. Lovely. Okay. Is the chat different size? The chat's a little bit different size. That's okay. That's okay. So, first thing that we're going to do is we'll read through what happened to the heart. Like we'll read some of the wiki just to get a better understanding for the album itself. Because I want to go in kind of knowing what's going on. All right, so what happened to the heart is the 5th studio album by Norwegian singer-songwriter and record producer Aurora, released June 7th, 2024. Written and recorded between Norway, Germany, and the United Kingdom and the United States. She worked with all these people that I don't know their names. No idea who it is. Inspired by a letter co-written by indigenous activists, Aurora began working on the album during a world tour in support of her previous release, The Gods We Can Touch, and conceived it as a cathartic process. It is an indie pop and disco album. What? With elements of techno and folk music. Well, that'll be interesting. The album was supported by the release of 5 singles: Your Blood, The Conflict of the Mind, Some Type of Skin, Starvation, and a promotional single, To Be Alright. I have done reactions to Your Blood, Conflict of the Mind, and Some Type of Skin, so I have heard a couple of these songs. To promote the album, Aurora embarked on the headlining world concert tour What Happened to the Earth in 2024-25. What Happened to the Heart received acclaim from music critics with praise toward its themes and sound. It debuted at number 5 in her native Norway and also within the top 10 in 4 other nations. The Flood was the first single for the deluxe version of the album, which released on May 2nd, 2025. So a couple months ago. At the 2025 Spellemannprisen, I have no idea if I said that right. What Happened to the Heart received the total of 2 nominations, including Release of the Year. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, my moderator, you'll notice, is now called Hi Hat Harry. He's not just called TeckReacts anymore. I kind of gave him a fun name. Okay, I'm not going to read the composition. What I might do is I might go like song by song and see if there's any notes. So on the Bandmate album, they had like notes for each song on their Wikipedia page, and it made going into the song pretty cool. Let's see. We already read blah, blah, blah. Okay, in April 2022, Aurora read a letter co-written by Indigenous activists titled "We Are the Earth," which, according to the magazine, changed her life. The letter called for a revolution, a collective response to global warming. They described the planet as the heart that pulsates within us, a statement that led Aurora to create the album's title and concept. She began writing the album while on the tour for The Gods We Can Touch. Her previous album, released in January 2022, confirmed she was back recording new music, which she called So Many Babies. I don't know who these people are. Oh, here we go. The Chemical Brothers. Okay. Announced her social media. She dubbed the album as the most personal and cathartic project in her career. In a press release, she added, though its precise function and anatomy were not clearly understood, the heart was believed to be the center of the soul, of intuition, of emotion, and intention, until we decided these were qualifications of the mind. Emotion overpowered by logic, and with the world being so corrupted by money, power, and selfishness, you cannot help but ask yourself, what happened to the heart? That's fair. That's really fair, actually. That's very interesting. Let me read that again. Though its precise function and anatomy were not clearly understood, the heart was believed to be the center of the soul, of intuition, of emotion, and intention, until we decided these were qualifications of the mind. Emotion overpowered by logic, and with the world being so corrupted by money, power, and selfishness, you cannot help but ask yourself what happened to the heart. The most important, beautiful, and sad question I've ever wondered in my life. That's really interesting. That's an interesting question. Okay, so the first, we're gonna do the first couple songs here on YouTube, and for the YouTube folk, you're gonna have to jump over to Twitch because we're gonna come up against all kinds of copyright stuff. And we're gonna slowly begin shifting all the live streams exclusively to Twitch. So if you YouTube folk can make your way over to that channel and hit follow, I think we actually only need like 4 more follows to technically be affiliate, which is pretty cool because we've only done 1 live stream over there. This is our 2nd live stream on Twitch. This is incredible. So go ahead and make your way over to Twitch. We're going to do the first couple songs here on YouTube. So we're going to start with, so the first song is called Echo of My Shadow. And let's read about this one. The opening track, Echo of My Shadow, begins the album similarly to a prayer where Aurora sings life and hope back into the world. It is led by subdued vocals and strings. Let's check it out.
If I stay here any longer, I'll stay here forever. And the echo of my world will fade. Will the edge of my sorrow be gone in the morning? I know. Stay right here, stay in the light, my dear, unto the love you.
I don't know if I like looking at it look this knife over and over and over again. I feel like it's distracting me from the actual song itself.
Crave falls in your arms. Ooh, I know your mind moves like a wave. Sometimes, if you can't rise for us, desperate. If my life is just a moment, and this world is ancient, then the light through my window will fade.
Incredible.
If I stay here any longer, I will stay here forever. Till the echo of my shadow is gone. There are heroes within us. There are lovers around us. They will be here forever. I know.
Oh wow. Hmm. Wow, that one was pretty. There was like it didn't really have a beat really at all until you get into the, I guess that either it was either the second verse or the second chorus, but even still, a beat usually kind of drives and is right in front. This felt like she put the beat intentionally way back, even in the mix, because I could feel it, but it was really faded back. The strings and vocals were the front of everything. So she created this really interesting layer where the rhythm was definitely more implied than felt, but it was still reinforced like way behind the scenes. And then she had this really cool effect where it was like she almost like she was walking up to you, singing you the song, and then at the end walking away from you because it sounded like it was getting further and further and further away. Oh, that one was cool. I really liked that one a lot. Let's do the next one together, and then we're gonna move again exclusively over to Twitch. So anybody watching on YouTube, go ahead and click on that link, on that Twitch link right there. Go ahead and hit follow. The live stream will be continuing exclusively on Twitch after we do To Be Alright. Now let's see if there's anything about To Be Alright. It says To Be Alright, the second track was compared by DIY's Otis Robinson to the works of English singer Kate Bush. Who is that? English. Okay. It's a disco pop track with a 1990s dance tempo in which she switches between soprano and a soft baritone. Well, that's interesting. Let's take a look at that one. All right, guys, after this one, we're going to switch over to Twitch. Go ahead and jump over to Twitch. Whoa, this one's cool. This one's really cool so far. The words that she's saying, though, pretty existential, if I'm reading this right. She says, I know I belong here on earth, but I long to be lifted up. My heart does not rhyme the rhythm of my mind. I want to feel it, what the people talk about. How do you find it so easy? And all I can ask. But whatever you say is never right, so I won't do that. And wherever I go, I'm always blind, so I lose my track. Really interesting.
How I hunger for touch. How could you say that I love too much? I don't want to fight. I just want to feel alright. What is life worth living if we don't bleed for anything? Night after night. Oh, I long to be alright. I want to feel it. What do people talk about? How do you find it so easy? And all I can is ask, but whatever you say is never right, so I won't do that. And wherever I go, I'm always blind, so I lose my track.
That's cool.
I love it. I believe I love it. I believe I love it. Nobody can make me feel so much.
She's so great.
I believe I love it. I believe I love it. Nobody can What is life worth living if you don't dance to anything? Night after night, oh, I long to feel alright.
Oh yeah, that one was a banger, man. I love how the chorus comes in and then we get this really cool like da 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 da, like something like that. And then at the end, she layers it all in. She's got those dot 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 like that section layering in with the chorus with some little embellishments in there, some like other vocalizations. So the end was like really full and really thick with a lot of really cool layers to it. That was a really cool song. I like that one a lot. A lot. What up, BM? All right. Hold on, let me switch over here real quick. YouTube, we are now leaving you. If you want to continue the live stream, you have to go over to Twitch. So YouTube, I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Go ahead and click on that link, the twitch.tv link down in the chat there. And we'll see you guys over on Twitch.